I cannot have another cat by the end of this video. Try to convince me not to get another cat.
You know, I can't in good conscience do that when my job is very much the opposite.
This is the newest cafe at Sunland Park Mall, and it's kind of reviving the place, right?
So far, it seems like it. I own another store in the mall, and we have seen an increase of about 30% in sales since this place opened, which has been great.
And the grand opening, I hear, was a big success.
Yes, they're estimating that about 6,000 people came to the mall, which was great. A lot of the food court completely sold out of all of their food, which was fantastic. A lot of stores had an increase in sales. We had a lot of vendors who had to pack up and leave early because they sold out of everything they had by like 2 p.m., which was absolutely phenomenal. We had a line from our desk to Hollister for pretty much the entire 6 hours that we were open.
A little bit about the process to actually get into the cat venue.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have the option of signing up online if you want, which at least right now while we have the crowds, I strongly recommend if you have a specific time that you want to get in, because we have been booking up at least for about half the day. But you don't have to sign up online. If you want to walk in, you absolutely can. You can come and walk in. If we have occupancy, you can pay your small fee. It's $7 for 30 minutes, $10 for an hour. And then yes, sign a waiver. If you book online, the waiver will be uploaded automatically into your file, which is super nice because when you show up, you just check in at the desk and walk right in. If you come in person, we'll have you sign up here.
Nice. What cats do we have here with us today?
We have a lot of cats today. So this sweetheart is Soot Sprite. Soot Sprite is our permanent resident here. She will not be available for adoption. General cat cafe or cat enclosure wisdom says to always have at least one resident because it stabilizes the environment. When new cats come in, there's already one cat that very clearly runs the place that kind of shows everybody else how things are done. So Sitzbrat is our resident. She lives here full time. And then the lovely gentleman who's feeling very frisky over there is Mr. Bananas. We believe Mr. Bananas was hit by a car before he came to us. He had a pretty nasty laceration on the side of his face, but he is healed up beautifully. And he's a very, very, very sweet boy. And then we have Miss Yuki over here. She is a 4-month-old Maine Coon mix. And she is a very sweet girl. She was very nervous when we got her, but she's been doing very well. And her little brother, Keo, is a little orange kitten. And he is also friendlied up a lot and is doing super well. They've gotten really good. And then over there we have Mr. Salem. All Salem wants to do is lay on that self-heating mat and be loved and fed treats for the rest of his days. He, like Mr. Bananas, is another just very laid-back, sweet boy. We love Mr. Salem. And we have a lot of other cats in here that are hiding. In the box behind me, we have Miss Vicky. Vicky is a very sweet girl.
No,
she's dangly.
She really enjoys.
She has the dangles. Well, she was playing earlier today. I think the last group played her out. Yeah. And then her sister, her litter mate, is above her in that box. That is Ronnie. And they are both, I think, about 9 months old. And then we have a sweet little calico girl that we just got yesterday, so she has not been named yet. Usually we wait till they get comfortable to give them fitting names. And then somewhere around here, probably one of those boxes, we have Oreo. Oreo is a very sweet tuxedo young female. Oh, Kaio's out. Sweet baby, Mr. Kaio. And in the back, we have a lovely black short-haired named Violet. She's very friendly, but she doesn't like coming out in the playroom. I think that some of the groups of cats and people is just a bit much for her. She would definitely be happier in a real home where she could like just hang out on somebody's couch all day. Gigantic tomcat. His name is Kool-Aid Man.
Kool-Aid Man.
Yes.
I hear a lot about that.
Yes. No. So he earned his place when we got him from Animal Services. They put them in cardboard boxes, and he busted through the box. Not like through the opening or through a seam, but like just directly through the side of the box. So he immediately, everyone was like, "Oh, so your name is Kool-Aid Man. Welcome." He's also a very sweet boy. He's somewhere. Keo is like determined to make Mr. Bananas unhappy. Every time Mr. Bananas leaves him alone, he goes up behind him and he's like, "Ha!"
As soon as we got here, they were going at it.
It's 100% Keo's doing. Mr. Bananas is like, "Okay, kid, you're in your place now. I'm gonna leave." And then Keo's like, "What if I bat you directly in the face?"
Had you been to cat cafes before you opened here?
I had not.
No.
I had never heard of them in the United States prior to it being recommended to me that we opened one. But I immediately super loved the idea. We did a lot of research. I have since visited some for research purposes.
We're working.
And I love them, and they're fantastic. But yeah, we love this place. And if this place continues to do well through the summer, we'd really like to open more. Because it's just been an absolute blast to open. It's done really well.
Yeah, it's one of a kind here in El Paso.
It is, which is awesome. I love the branding. As soon as somebody was like, you should name it Sun City Kitty, we were like, yes, we should.
Yeah.
That's
El Paso is
fantastic.
very much about being unified, and our name is in it. We are there.
No, and it's been so great. Even our contractor with the box up there, he was like, can I put like the Star in the Mountain like in this box? And I was like, please do, man. Please do, all day long. Absolutely. We actually have two logos. We have like our main logo, and then we have our Java Kitty branding logo that we put on like the cups and the merch. That's just a little bit more fun.
So let's say someone comes in and they do want to adopt a cat.
Yes.
The process for that?
So we have, like most rescues, we have an application. People can fill out the application, and then the one way where we have differentiated a little bit from the local rescues is we're requiring a 1-day waiting period. We went kind of back and forth on the best way that we could keep the cat safe and make sure people were serious without seriously intruding upon people's lives, making things overly difficult for them. And so we decided that a waiting period would be reasonable, that people could come in, fill out the application. We would, of course, hold the cat for them for that day. We wouldn't let anybody else apply for the cat in that time period. And then if they woke up in the morning and still felt like they wanted that cat, then they can come and pick them up.
Amazing. And if people wanted to donate, was that possible? Like if they wanted to donate a cat bed, some scratching posts?
So we are pretty much filled up on stuff. We're always happy to take food, litter, financial donations towards vet care would be amazing. Animal Services is great, and they do everything in their power to make sure that the cats that we get are healthy, but they're very busy. Right. And so, like, for example, Mr. Salem has a procedure on next Thursday. He has to have some teeth removed because he has an infection up in his sinuses. And we would really like to get that taken care of before we adopt him out. We want people to be getting healthy cats that we know to the best of our abilities have been 100% checked out by vets and have had any procedures that they need done completed, have healed from them. But yeah, we're doing good.
So they wanted to make a donation, they would go through Animal Services, or could they come here?
You know what? I don't know.
It's good to know.
I know.
Alright. If you want to go ahead and fill that in later.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know what? I don't have a good answer for you. Because the thing is that we haven't been comfortable asking for donations because we're an LLC and we weren't able to get 501c designation from the IRS because they weren't super thrilled about having a nonprofit in the same building as a for-profit from the cafe side. And they were like, oh, there's a lot of opportunity for fraud there. You guys should probably just stay in LLC, which is fine. But that means that if people donate, they can't take the tax break. So that's not something that we've been comfortable asking for because, I mean, donations realistically for a lot of people is a way to get that tax break, and we don't want to take anything away from those people. So I would probably recommend that people should donate through Animal Services so that they have the money to better vet animals before we get them. But El Paso has come out in waves to support us, so we have had no issues financially getting our guys the procedures and stuff that they need. It has not been a problem.
Amazing. And if you want to go ahead and just plug in like the socials, the website.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So you can follow us on Instagram at Sun City Kitty EP. Same thing on Facebook, Sun City Kitty EP. TikTok at Sun City Kitty, and online at suncitykitty.com.